Lately, a really pressing issue for me has been knowing my worth. And this is something that I'm sure maybe a lot of people can relate to. But there are layers to this shit. Like, it's not just like, okay, when you start doing a little spiritual development or some self-development on yourself, you start to think, oh yeah, I need to know my worth. I need to like raise my self-esteem. I need to do self-care. I need to love myself. And that's kind of what everyone is preaching, but I don't think we have any idea how much work really goes into peeling back all those layers and discovering who you really are and how to take care of yourself properly. I think a lot of us think just taking a bubble bath or rubbing lotion on ourselves a little extra is like enough. And there are fucking layers upon layers upon layers of trauma, of ideas, attitudes, mindsets, beliefs that we have been programmed with in childhood. Until the age of 7, we're just walking sponges and we're absorbing all of the ideas and beliefs and the energy of other people around us. So that's the first way we're programmed. But then on top of that, there's the media, there's the school system, there's the government. Like, there are all these doctrines and rhetoric and ideologies just flying around, and it's going to be hard for you not to latch on to a few of those things throughout your life. And I feel like there's just so much of that junk just being spouted at us, and everything's really just a fucking distraction. Like, all of it is a fucking distraction from what really matters, and what really matters is you. You are the vessel, you are the medium through which you experience the world. And if you don't know yourself, are you even really experiencing this world completely? And from personal experience, like, I did a little bit of self-help, self-development, and I thought like, oh, I know myself, like I know what I want now and I know who I am. And like, the truth is no. I just filled my mind with more ideas about the universe. I'm part of the universe, and I'm just in a flesh suit, and like I'm just a spiritual immortal being and having a temporary human experience. But it's like, those are all just textbook answers as well. They do not get to the root of like who you really are. And maybe who we are is never a question that we can ever really fully answer. Maybe it doesn't matter. The point I'm really trying to make is like, how much time are you really spending trying to understand yourself? I really thought that I knew myself. Like, I thought I knew myself. I thought I knew what I wanted. And I thought I knew enough about myself to know how to make myself happy, how to please myself, how to make decisions in life, like regarding my job or love or money. It's really not enough. Like, your self-worth should be so strong, so powerful that you taking disrespect is not just like, oh, like I don't take disrespect. No, like, disrespect does not exist to you. By saying that, I mean like, not just other people don't disrespect you, but you do not interpret what they're doing as disrespect. You interpret what they're doing as a cry for help because they're the one who is having self-worth issues. Like, you would never even think to categorize something someone does or says to you as disrespect, because you get to the point where it's like, no, that's not what they're doing. They're not even capable of disrespecting me. They're not powerful enough to disrespect me. They're really disrespecting themselves, because they don't know who I am. But I know who I am. I know what I'm worthy of. I know what I'm powerful enough to do. I know what outcomes I deserve. I know what situations that I can create if I put my mind to. I have never had that type of self-worth ever in my life, not until now. Like, I was never fully aware of what I deserved. I was taking things that, looking back, it's actually embarrassing, like how much I really allowed to happen in my own ignorance about who I was. Honestly, maybe there are infinite layers that could be peeled back on this. And sometimes it really feels like there's no end to this self-development quest. If you decide you want to reach your maximum potential, there is nothing that can get in your way. because there is no end. There's no enlightenment. There is no end all be all moment where you suddenly reach Christ consciousness and you're there. I mean, you can still go further. You can develop new spiritual gifts. You can reach higher dimensions. You can do anything you want to do. You can literally do whatever you want to do. But like, you have to believe that you can do it. It's like, and it's not just about belief. It's like scientific. You have to remove all of the old programming and replace it with beliefs that you are literally a God. You are literally worthy of every good thing that ever existed in the universe. And you don't have to beg. You don't have to try to prove to anybody that you're worthy. You don't have to overcome some sin or shame that has been placed upon you or that you inherited from your ancestors. Because none of that shit exists. It's all a construct. It's all something to keep you from your power. You can literally do whatever you want. You just have to believe that you can do it. When I was younger, I heard people say shit like that. I was like, yeah, okay, we get it. Just believe in yourself and you can do it. No, it's like, there is so much more to what I'm saying. Like, and I'm hoping that you will hear with my voice, like, the frequency that I'm trying to convey, because it is not just words. You just have to convince yourself that you're literally God. You are the highest thing that you can ever possibly imagine. And that is really what the self-development journey is about for me, is discovering myself, is discovering what I am really capable of, who I really am, but that society has tried to hide from me. It's not about doing affirmations and visualizations. It's not about trying to get things, trying to manifest money or your dream job or your dream partner. Like, it's not about getting things. Like, it's when you really realize that you are God and you can literally do whatever you want. You don't even need to try to do anything. You don't need to try to pursue anything. You just need to feel good. You just need to feel that power thrumming through your veins. You know, I started this whole manifestation, law of attraction journey, and I thought, I'm going to get whatever I want. Fuck yeah, I can have anything. But after a while, it was no longer about getting stuff or making people do what I wanted them to do. It was about me reaching my maximum potential as a God, as a conscious creator of my own life, as a reality shifter, falling through parallel universes and every single second of every single moment. And really, it's not about being better than anyone else. It's just about myself. Like, how far can I take this within myself?